The Lord be with you. Reading from the Holy Gospel according to Luke. While the crowd was pressing in on Jesus and listening to the word of God, he was standing by the lake of Gennesaret. He saw 2 boats there along the lake. The fishermen had disembarked and were washing their nets. Getting into one of the boats, the one belonging to Simon, he asked him to put out a short distance from the shore. Then he sat down and taught the crowds from the boat. After he had finished speaking, he said to Simon, "Put out into deep water and lower your nets for a catch." Simon said in reply, "Master, we have worked hard all night and have caught nothing. But at your command I will lower the nets." When they had done this, they caught a great number of fish, and their nets were tearing. They signaled to their partners in the other boat to come to help them. They came and filled both boats, so that the boats were in danger of sinking. When Simon Peter saw this, he fell at the knees of Jesus and said, "Depart from me, Lord, for I am a sinful man." For astonishment at the catch of fish they had made seized him and all those with him, and likewise James and John, the sons of Zebedee, who were partners of Simon. Jesus said to Simon, "Do not be afraid. From now on you will be catching men." When they brought their boats to the shore, they left everything and followed him. The Gospel of the Lord. Imagine just being in Peter's shoes for a moment. Your livelihood depends on your expertise in catching fish. This wandering rabbi, whose trade is carpentry, wants to tell you how to fish. It's one thing to let him use your boat so that he can teach the people that are gathered around. That's a nice thing to do. But what would it be like if he asked you, like, "Hey, no, seriously, one more time, let's go out and lower the nets." "Master, we've been doing this all night. That's the only time we catch fish around here. You don't understand. If we go out in there and drop the nets, we're just going to have to clean the nets again. I mean, it's just going to be..." What's he say? He tells him, "We've worked hard at it all night. We've caught nothing, but at your command, I'll lower the nets." St. Paul in his letter to the Corinthians says, "For the wisdom of this world is foolishness in the eyes of God." There's a lot of worldly wisdom to be had out there, and some of it has its utility. But at the end of the day, the way that God works puts worldly wisdom to shame. He uses the weak to shame the strong. He uses the foolish to kind of teach the wise. In the places in our own life where we have kind of fashioned ourselves as self-styled masters of one thing or another, Jesus is still always full of surprises. It says that Peter was astonished at the catch of fish. Astonishment seized him and all those with him. You can tell he was fully expecting to catch nothing one more time. What are the places in our own lives where maybe we have nothing more to learn? Or maybe we've given up on something. We already know that it's not going to work out. We already know that it's a lost cause. Are we open to being surprised by the Lord? I would say a lot of his best work happens in surprises. Let's ask the Lord today to open our hearts in the direction of wonder, of not being afraid to dream, of not being afraid to hope for something a little bit better, to humble ourselves in those places where we think we might have it all figured out already. That we might be open like Peter, to be willing to push out into the deep, to lower our nets one more time.